Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to find decimal equivalents of common fractions. I'm using a bead string just like I did in class before we broke up. So my bead string today is going to represent my one whole. So I've got 0 here and then I'm going to have my 1 here. So this is representing our whole. Each colour is going to represent a tenth, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 tenths because 10 tenths make a whole. And then each of these beads is going to represent a hundredth. So then each tenth I have 10 hundredths, and in my whole overall I have 100 hundredths. So we're going to use that knowledge to help us, and we're also going to be using our number bonds to 10 and 100 to help us today. Okay. So we are going to be finding the decimal equivalent to a half, to a quarter, and to 3/4. Okay, so we know this is going to be representing our whole, and we have just said that we have 10 tenths in a whole, or 100 hundredths. So we're going to be using our number bonds to 100. So to start me off, I know that half of 100 is 50. So I could find 50 hundredths or 5 tenths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 tenths is here. So I know that that is where the half is going to be. Because I know that half of 100 is 50. So writing that as a decimal, I know that I've got no holes, because I'm looking at decimal numbers. I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. So a half is equivalent to 0.5. Now that I know that, I can really easily work out a quarter. So I know that a quarter, if I've got 50 hundredths here, or 5 tenths, I know that a quarter of 50 is 25. So I can work out 10 hundredths, 20 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundredths. So a quarter is going to be here. So now to write that as a decimal, I've still got no holes. I've got 2 tenths, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundredths. So a quarter is equivalent to 0.25. Now I've worked out a quarter and a half, I can work out 3/4. So looking at my number bonds to 100 again, I know that 3/4 of 100 is 75. So I've got 50 here, 50, 60, 70 hundredths here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here is going to be my 3/4, 3/4 mark. So to write that as a decimal, I have got no hundredths again. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tenths. Oh, running out of space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Made a mistake there, guys. And then I've got 5 hundredths. So 3/4 of the decimal is 0.75. Hope that helped you with today's learning. Bye everyone.